Hey, it's Elle, the Marketing Blondie, and I make videos about social media and internet marketing for online coaches and experts. I still need to get better at saying that. So today, in today's video, I'm going to tell you the 3 things that you as an online coach need to stop relying on to grow your business using social media and the internet. So we're just going to go straight into it. So I think that people rely too much, or they think that it's all about these things to get in front of their dream audience. And the first one is viral content. Now I did make a whole nother video about this. It was only 5 or 6 minutes long, but it was basically about the fact that going viral is not the norm. So repeat after me. Viral is not the norm. Viral happens to some people because the algorithm chooses it to be that way. You know, when someone's content goes viral, it's generally the exception, it's not the rule. That's why when someone's content goes viral, not all their other stuff goes viral, because the algorithm doesn't choose them, it chooses a post. So it's something that it is entirely out of your control. So we don't want to focus on virality, if that's a word. Instead of focusing on virality, we want to focus on a steady stream over time of intentional targeted traffic that we have managed to get in front of by taking the steps that we need to take every day to get in front of those people. My foundation is the wrong shade for my face. Never mind. Number 2 is cold DMs. So they, in my opinion, they're very spammy, they're a big waste of time, and I think that they kind of attract the wrong kind of client. I think that you waste a lot of time and effort by messaging, by kind of presuming that everybody wants to be sold to by you. Most people don't. So rather than kind of waste all that time with literally writing out these messages and messaging people and following up with them and constantly checking your DMs, and kind of ramming what you've got down someone's throat, I think that you should put more of your effort into ways where you can get in front of people in kind of a less invasive way. Now, I actually did a poll on my old Instagram account on this, and quite a few people voted, and I put, like, does it kind of bother you when what was it? Oh, does it bother you when somebody DMs you who's not even following you? Like, because to me it's like, well, you're clearly not interested in building a genuine relationship because you're not following me, which means you've got no intention of engaging with my content. If you're not following me, you've got no intention of wanting to be in close proximity to anything else that I'm doing. So you've got no intention of wanting to be in proximity with me documenting my journey on my stories, my highlights, my grid, my lives, nothing. So what do you want? You want me to buy from you. That's what you want. And I don't like it, but it's weird because 50% of people said I don't like it, and 50% of people said I don't really care, I'll chat to anyone. So I was a bit like, maybe I'm kind of in the, maybe not the minority, but maybe it really is a 50-50 split with how many people actually feel, actually kind of don't like that. It's a bit icky. For me, if I feel like that about other people doing it to me, I wouldn't then go and apply it in my own business or tell anyone else to do it. Cold DMs are not the wrong way to grow your business, because no way, unless it's completely unethical, no way is right or wrong. There are many, many ways to grow a business. You've just got to find the one that you like, because you're never going to do it if you don't like it. If you're doing something that you don't like every day, you may as well go get a 9-to-5 job, because you're definitely not going to like that as well. But like, why put all the effort into, like, if you're doing something that you don't like every day, it's only going to be a waste of time, because you're never going to see it through till the end, even if it works. There's no point in doing something that works if you don't like it, because you're not going to want to do it forever. You're not going to want to do it until you've made enough money that you can retire. So I would just find the way that works for you and the way that you like, and then go from there. So the third thing, I think I said 3 things, but there's actually like 4 things. So the third thing is like putting loads of time into like beautifully crafted and aesthetically pleasing content. It actually doesn't matter. And I'm a bit of an ex-Canva addict, so I would spend hours on Canva creating infographics with like these pictures and these elements and these fonts and these things. And like actually now I just have a very, very plain template. Now I just have a very, very plain template where, like I don't change it. It's not got loads of colours on it. It's got like, there's no pictures on there. There's no little cartoon graphics on there. It's very simple, and I don't spend too much time on it. And there has been an actual trend recently where people literally just write what they want to put in their infographics and carousels in the notes section of their phones, take a screenshot, upload it. And it works. And nobody's in the comments saying, oh, like your content looks crap. Nobody cares. Nobody cares how it looks. The only person who cares about how it looks is you. That being said, I would keep it uniform. So obviously when all of your content comes up on your grid, it's good if you have kind of uniform colours. So, it doesn't have to be really, really, really pretty with loads of stuff. But if it's pretty much all the same format, the same colours, then that's all that really matters. Because you don't want like a wacky feed with like loads of different themes and stuff. You do want your feed to look nice still. So number 4, the 4th thing that people think it's all about to grow a bigger audience is being on every single platform you can possibly think of at the same time. So I think that a lot of people are like, okay, like I'm going to start on Instagram and I'm going to post all this content on Instagram, but then I'm also going to start a podcast, and then I'm also going to start filming YouTube videos, and then I've got to have a blog as well because I need to write long form content, and then like I've got to get on Pinterest and I've got to start generating traffic on Pinterest. And like, you need to understand that that's the bit where you get to when you're making enough money that you can pay someone else a lot of money to do it for you. People who are everywhere pay other people like upwards of like 50 grand a month to do it for them. And if you're just starting out, I'm guessing that you don't have 50 grand a month to pay someone to put you on every single platform. So what I would do in this instance, and this is exactly what I'm doing. Remember, I don't tell people to do things I'm not doing. I am focusing on, so I would focus on 1 or 2 platforms that you are the most familiar with. In my case, it's Instagram. I've been on the app for as long as it's been born, since like 2012, I think it was. So and so it's like Instagram's second nature to me. I know how it works. I'm up to date with all the features, yada yada yada. So I'm on Instagram and I'm also on YouTube because I kind of know how that works as well. But the reason why I like YouTube is because it's evergreen content. So with Instagram, your posts eventually will just die and they'll get no engagement because it will be so far, it's like chronological. The algorithm, yes, can sometimes show a post to other people that's been there for 3 or 4 days. But typically, but remember, we don't rely on the algorithm. So yeah, typically your audience won't see your Instagram content for over time. The more time that passes, the less that piece of content is going to get seen. However, on YouTube is a search engine. It's not a social media platform. So targeted traffic is going to search for exactly what you're teaching in that bit of content or what you're sharing in that bit of content. And it doesn't matter if you posted it 2 weeks ago, a month ago, 6 months ago, a year ago, the search engine will show your video. So you're kind of always getting traffic. So this is a new thing that I've kind of currently discovered. So I'm just putting YouTube videos up now. I'll let you know how I get on. So what I'm gonna do, so those are my 2 platforms that I've chosen. Goodness. what I'm gonna do is for Instagram Reels, for example, Instagram Reels and TikTok, right? What I could do is I could pay someone on Fiverr, not a lot, not like thousands a month, but it also wouldn't be particularly cheap if I want a good job done. But I could use Fiverr.com to pay a video editor to take these YouTube videos, repurpose them to include some of the best content in here, or some of the kind of hooks that make you think, oh, I want to listen to more, into a 30-second video, like TikTok or Reel. So into a 30-second video, post that onto TikTok and Instagram, which doesn't take long, even if you can use scheduling apps which make the process shorter, and put on those videos, watch the full video over on my YouTube. And the reason why we want to do that is to drive traffic from those platforms over to YouTube, because these are where the full videos are. This is where we put our most time and effort into these long form videos. Plus, YouTube, as I said, is a search engine. So I would rather people saw this long form full video on YouTube, because I know that the person who's watching it has searched, that they searched with intent to watch this video. So they're more of a higher quality lead if they do decide to sign up to my email list or whatever. Whereas somebody who was just scrolling on Instagram and my content popped up on Instagram, it's not super targeted. I don't necessarily know for sure that they want what I've got. Whereas on YouTube, if somebody's typed in something, like searched something and seen your video, you can kind of be pretty sure that they're looking for what you have. So that's what I would say with repurposing content. That's the route that I would like to go down. I would like to have a podcast as well, but again, practicing what I preach, I think it's just going to be too much for me right now. And I need to not put myself in the position where I'm going to get overwhelmed and burnt out by just trying to record too many pieces of content at once. What I could do is I could record a podcast and also kind of film myself like this, and I could put the video of the podcast on YouTube and have a podcast series. Apparently like 50% of podcasts are watched on YouTube, which again, it's just another way of repurposing that just takes the overwhelm out of it a little bit there, I think. So there you go. Those are the 4 things, to recap, the 4 things that online coaches like yourself need to stop relying on to get in front of your dream audience. Number 1 is viral content. Leave that alone. Number 2 is cold DMs, in my opinion, spammy and a waste of time and effort. Number 3 is beautiful content. You don't need beautiful content to get in front of your ideal audience. And number 4 is being on every platform. Don't burn out and waste your energy trying to be everywhere at once. Just focus on 2 in the beginning. Okay, I will see you in the next video. Bye.